Hello, Lions fans. We have some exciting updates and game plans that could take our team to the Super Bowl. Are you curious? You should be. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to receive all the latest from our Detroit Lions. Let's dive in and see what's going on. The Detroit Lions, a team that only managed to win 3 games back in 2021, have turned things around in a big way, thanks to smart choices in the draft and snagging some great players through free agency. Now, as we look ahead to the 2024 season, it turns out the Lions are leading the pack in the NFL with not just 1, but 2 of their team units being the best in the entire league, according to Sports Illustrated. Matt Verderame, an NFL writer, points out that when it comes to running backs and the offensive line, the Detroit Lions are sitting pretty at the top spot. Last year, some folks weren't too sure about picking Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round of the draft. But Gibbs proved all the doubters wrong with an amazing rookie season, even getting a shout-out from Brad Holmes, the Lions' general manager, for the team's scouting department's excellent work. Then there's David Montgomery, a seasoned pro who fit right into the Lions' plan like a glove, giving the team's running game a major boost. Halfway through the 2023 season, Montgomery and Gibbs really hit their stride, playing a huge part in getting the Lions all the way to the NFC Championship game, writes Verderame. Once Gibbs got comfortable, Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator, got really creative with the playbook, using Montgomery and Gibbs to keep the defenses guessing. Even with Jonah Jackson leaving, the Lions' offensive line is still considered one of the best around. Their success is key to keeping the Lions' running game strong. With Jason Kelce hanging up his cleats, the Lions have stepped up to claim the crown for having the best offensive line, Verderame added. With top-notch tackles like Taylor Decker and Penei Sewell, plus an all-pro center like Frank Ragnow and the experienced Graham Glasgow holding down the fort inside, this line is ready to make waves. But the news doesn't stop there. Now that we've seen how solid our offense is, let's check out what moves are in store to make our Lions even stronger. The Detroit Lions, known for their super cool offense, are getting ready to make some noise in the upcoming season, aiming for the Super Bowl. Ben Johnson, the genius behind the offense, decided to stick around instead of heading off to be a head coach somewhere else, even though a lot of teams wanted him. Jared Goff, the guy throwing the ball, has a bunch of friends to pass to, like Jameson Williams, who's expected to catch a ton of passes this year. Then there's Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, who are all ready to make big plays. Brad Holmes, the guy picking new players for the Lions, wants to find superstars with the 7 choices they have in the draft. He said it's easy to mess up by picking what you think you need instead of picking the best players. So, here are 3 types of players the Lions should probably not pick in the first round. 1. Quarterback. The Lions are lucky because they already have Jared Goff, who knows how to win big games. They also have Hendon Hooker and Nate Sudfeld, who will be practicing hard to be the second choice if Goff needs a break. Since some teams are desperate for a quarterback, they might trade up to get one early in the draft, leaving the Lions to pick someone else at number 29. Plus, Goff might get a big new deal to stay with the Lions. 2. Running back. The Lions have a squad of running backs like Gibbs, David Montgomery, Craig Reynolds, and Zonovan Knight, who all know their way around the field. Even though there are some cool running backs coming into the draft, the Lions are pretty set and probably won't pick one in the first round. 3. Tight end. After Brock Wright decided to stay with the Lions, it seems unlikely they'll want a tight end early in the draft. They already have James Mitchell, even though he's had some bad luck with injuries, and Shane Zylstra. With Laporta ready to catch most of the passes, picking a tight end would be more of a fancy choice than a need. The Lions should focus on making their defense even stronger in the draft, especially looking for new defensive linemen, cornerbacks, and safeties to make sure they're ready to go all the way to the Super Bowl. And that wraps it up, Lions family. From top-notch offense to smart draft picks, it looks like we're on the road to something big. Remember, hit like, subscribe, and keep the faith in our Lions. We're in for an exciting ride. Catch you next time with more updates. Go Lions!